the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we're here at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the opening round of the playoffs. Race number 1 in round number 1. It is time to see who is going to punch their ticket into round number 2. We're doing it, as I said, at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. My name is K.R. Swolfus. I hope you all are strapped in and ready for some outstanding racing all night long as the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series, presented by Ohio and Indiana Roofing, takes track. Right now, Dustin Ping out on track, qualifying, getting ready to kick off here in about 15 seconds. Driver's going to have 2 laps to lay down their best time. Qualifying will be very important here at Indianapolis. Tire wear also going to be a factor, as a lot of drivers here at Indy have talked about tire wear all night long. We'll see how this plays out as qualifying is now up on the order of events. First car to roll out, that is the 46 of Chris Befford. 6 machine in the inner access road to get up to speed. Drivers will have just about 4.5 minutes to turn their qualifying times. .42 of Chris McCullough out on track. Our championship contenders will have a blue spoiler here tonight. Only one driver unable to have the blue spoiler, that is Dustin German. See the 99 machine, just know he is in the chase, but we ran out of blue paint for Dustin, so he's gonna have to make do with what he's got. Chris McCullough in the 42, out on track on his first timed lap. The 55 is Steve Baker, also joining in on the qualifying fun. Baker in the 55 machine. Everybody having reset in the point standings that are in the playoffs, so to speak. They were all granted 1,000 bonus points for making it into the playoffs. Steve Baker able to come out on top of the bonus points giveaway. But for the moment, everyone having 2,500 points total. So starting afresh here tonight for our playoff drivers. Qualifying time starting to trickle in. Chris McCullough on top of the speed charts. Now Steve Baker, now Jerry West, now Troy Radford. Just as fast as we can talk about them, They are rolling in with their lap times. The 86 of Jerry West right now sitting in second place. Chris McCullough in the 42 back to the top of the speed chart with a 49.545. Tonight's race patron, Cade Green in the 19. Helping sponsor tonight's race. This is the CIP, or Drive for CIPD 200. For the 19 of Cade Green, hopefully we'll be able to get a word in with him here tonight. Find out what this race means to him. Dustin King in the 1. Currently in 12th. As we are coming up on the final minute of qualifying, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. No one go anywhere.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the drivers are starting to take to the grid for tonight's main event. Row number 1, the 55 of Steve Baker, winning the Hilton Crafts and Designs Full Award with a lap time of 49.522. Steve Baker going to be leading the charge down into turn number 1. On his outside, the 94 machine of Troy Bradford. Row 2 will be the 42 of Chris McCullough and the 46 of Chris Mefford. Row 3 will be the 86 of Jerry West and the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Row 4 will be the 99 of Dustin German and the 21 Ben Carey. Row 5 will be the 08 of Thomas Quattlebaum and the 9 of Zach Taylor. Row 6 will be the 48 of Josh Spalding and the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Row 7 will be the 19 of Cade Green and the 1 of Dustin Ping. Row 8 will be the 27 of Darren Bruce and the 52 of Tyler Hilton. Row number 9 will be the 88 of Dale Osmond and the 11 of Demarius Hickenbottom. And that will be our starting lineup for tonight here in the drive for CIPD 200. Steve Baker in control of the field once the pace car exits the track. Tyler Hilton in the 52 experiencing some issues with his equipment before the start of the race. Looks like he has found a way to make it happen. Glad to see that the 52 is out on track. Got some work cut out for him as he did not get to turn a qualifying time. A lot of racing to go here tonight. 80 laps the scheduled distance. Pace car getting ready to peel off. It looks like we have lost the 55 of Steve Baker. Not gonna be a great start to his playoff hopes, as now he's gonna reappear way ahead of everyone. Green flag comes out. Not sure how that's gonna be ruled, but the 94 Troy Radford is gonna be the one leading the charge now into turn number 1. He's got the 46 right behind him of Chris Mefford. Everyone getting through turns 1 and 2 cleanly. Steve Baker in the 55 started on pole. Now finds himself in 7th place with that disconnect issue. We'll see if anyone is given penalties here. I don't believe that they should be, as the 55 was disconnected. That had nothing to do with the drivers and what they were doing. We'll go on board looking out the back of the 94 machine of Troy Radford as he is leading this field. Everyone very quickly, single file. Here comes Chris Mefford with a run down the backstretch. Radford sending it down into turns 3, through the short chute and into turn 4. And the 55 of Steve Baker is going to pull down onto pit road. If Steve Baker can get back out on track, but he is looking like he is going behind the wall. But Steve Baker's issues continue in that 55 machine on the opening race. Not how you'd like to start your playoffs, that is for sure. Good news for him is he's got 2 more races to make it into the top 8 or to pick up a win. He has found himself behind the 8 ball here early at Indianapolis. Radford in the 94 trying to break the draft. Makes his way down the front stretch. Holds on to the lead into turn number 1. He's trying to break that draft. Our top 5 cars have pulled away. Top 5, Troy Radford, Chris Mefford, Chris McCullough, Jerry West, and Dustin German. All of our top 5 drivers sporting that nice spoiler. Sixth place for the moment is the 48 of Josh Spalding. Spalding picked up the race win at Dover in a doubleheader week last week. picked that up Wednesday night, was able to secure his playoff spot with a very solid performance at Dover. So here in the first race of the chase, finds himself in 6th place, losing a little bit of ground to Dustin German, our top 5. That's all right. Still very early in the race. Maybe he's just conserving a little bit, not trying to dig too hard. Don't want to press your luck much. 45 of Doug Wysocki. He's also in as one of our playoff contenders. Had just a season of consistency. Was able to make it in on points. Continued to find a way to score outstanding finishes no matter what was going on around him. 45 almost always able to finish inside the top 10 or thereabout, despite being torn up several times, despite being a lap down at times. At 45 really has been an model of perseverance, and that as long as you can finish, you got a shot. Doug Wysocki here is that proof. Meanwhile, the 94 Troy Radford has started to open up a gap on the field. Jerry West in the 86 moving into 2nd place. Chris Mefford falling to 3rd. Dustin German in a 4th, and Chris McCullough in the 42 finds himself in 5th place. And McCullough now being attacked by the 48 of Spalding. Spalding going to make a move to the inside here. He is going to make the pass in turn 3. McCullough knows this is early on in the event. Does not challenge him. So as our top 5 gets spread out a little bit, I can say that the 86 of Jerry West within draft range of the 94 to go on aboard with Jerry West. Starts to close in on Troy Radford. Do have one car on pit road. That is the 52 of Tyler Hilton. Tyler Hilton's problems continue on. Steve Baker has rejoined the race. He is 3 laps down at the moment. Meanwhile, a 3-car battle for 3rd spot. Chris Mefford holding on to 3rd. Dustin German in the 99 making a move to the inside of him here in turn number 1. Spalding in the 48 trying to pick a driver to follow. Chris McCullough in 6th right there with him. The 99 going to get a little upset as he touched the apron there. That car didn't look too stable coming off of turn number 2. Had to lift it just a hair. But now he's going to try it once again into turn number 3. The 99 going to complete the pass, so put Dustin German into 3rd. Mefford falls to 4th. Spalding still in 5th. These cars continue to battle it out. Chris McCullough watching it all shake down in front of him. McCullough started 3rd. Right now rides around in 6th place. Indianapolis, a very tricky track. You have very long straightaways, very flat corners. Corners are essentially 90 degrees. '21 of Stephen Carey. Right now he finds himself in 7th place. Carey got a bit of a gap front and behind him. 1.5 seconds behind Chris McCullough, 1.2 seconds in front of the 45 of Doug Wysocki. So Carey got a little spot to run, not under any pressure. Able to hit his own marks, doesn't have to defend a position, not having to worry too much about the car drafting up behind him. Nice little spot here to log some laps. Meanwhile, the 88 of Dale Osmond making a move on the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Osmond to the inside down the backstretch. Dale started 17th, already inside the top 10. Currently scored in 9th, looking for 8th place. Big wiggle though through the short chute. That's going to cost him a little bit. The 19 of Cade Green to the outside. Cade Green going to complete the pass down the front stretch. Dale Osmond though going to the draft off the 19. Can't quite close the gap back up on him just yet. Now he's going to make a peek to the inside here in turn number 2. Had a good run off of turn 1 and through the short chute. But the tires are really starting to wear out on these cars. Fuel run in this is about 20 laps. And I can tell you, Troy Radford, our race leader, his best lap of a 49.819. His last lap was a 52.585. So almost a 3-second fall off on the tires already as we are on lap 14 of 80. You better believe these drivers will be coming down for 4 tires every chance they can get. You're looking at 3 seconds of fall off, just about 14 laps. Troy Radford still holding on to a 1.1 second lead over Jerry West. Now the 86 of Jerry West, he is no stranger to trying to pit 1 lap sooner than anyone else. So the question is, when will he come down to pit road? He typically starts green flag pit stop cycle. With him running in second, he will have the opportunity for the undercut on Troy Radford in the 94. Meanwhile, the 99 of Dustin German, he's sitting in 3rd. Dustin German and Jerry West, teammates on the Smoke Show Racing stable. German, that lap, turning a 52.627. His fastest lap of a 49.872. Still floating around that 3-second fall off mark. Our fastest lap of a 49.731 was turned by the 48 of Josh Spalding. Finds himself currently in 4th place. So Spalding running that very distinct SSR racing stripe. Very similar to Jerry West. Fellow teammate Steve Baker in the 55. Not having a racing stripe on the paint scheme here tonight. He has been known to run one from time to time. Baker still finding himself 3 laps down. But Baker, one of the drivers, really hoping for a caution. We do have drivers 1 lap down right now. The 11 of Demarius Hickenbottom has been on and off pit road already. And the 08 of Tom Quattlebaum spent a lot of time on pit road. And the 08 must have picked up some damage from that. You can see he has pancaked the right side of his machine. Quattlebaum running around in 16th spot. Now Radford really starting to open up a gap on Jerry West. 1.3 seconds is the current lead. Boys led all of our laps here tonight. Roy's still looking for his first win of the season. Did pick up the win in the All-Star event at Charlotte, but does not have a point scoring win. At 94 has come close several times, only to find himself in a bad situation or cause an issue. This pit road or pit box, should say. Got caught speeding one time, I believe, this season. But the 94 continues to soldier on. Now, when will we see the leaders hit pit road? Here comes the 86 of Jerry West. Dustin German, Josh Spalding, all on pit road. Old Jay Weezy gonna try the undercut on Troy Radford. It's worth about 3 seconds a lap. And Troy Radford gonna have to answer this call by coming down the pit road this time. Several other drivers also hitting their pit stalls. Harry West pulling away from his with a good pit stop. The 99 and the 48 also off of pit road. And here comes the 94 Troy Radford. He is going to be on the pit road 1 lap later than Jerry West. How is this going to play out? 86 getting up to speed. In lap and out lap extremely important here at Indianapolis. Jerry West now onto the front stretch. Roy Radford pulling away from his pit stall, having to get up to speed. Here comes Jerry West in the 86 into the short chute. West looks like he's going to pass him through turn 2, and Jerry West successfully pulling off the undercut. Gonna take over the top spot as Stephen Carey in the 21 and the 19 of Cade Green, last drivers to make a pit stop, finally hit pit road. But Jerry West now finds himself 1.5 seconds ahead of Troy Radford. That is the difference of 1 lap sooner on the pit stops. White and pink 94 Troy Radford in the background now. Bulls are reversed between these two. Troy Radford gonna have to try and track down the 86 of Jerry West. Troy's gonna have to play this by fuel now, or wait for Jerry to make a mistake. Both these drivers seem to be very even on speed. With Jerry coming down pit lane 1 lap sooner, gotta wonder, is he gonna have to continue to come down pit road 1 lap sooner, doing 19 laps out on the track instead of the 20 that Troy Radford did? What that means is Jerry West may not have enough fuel in the tank should this thing go green all the way, which it is very possible that it could go green all the way. No stage racing here in the AMA Pro Cup Esports Series. Unless a driver gets into trouble, very possible we will not see a caution, but the 94 Troy Radford is closing the gap to Jerry West. How much is he abusing his tires to do it though? Right now our top 5: Jerry West, Troy Radford, Dustin German, Josh Spalding, and Chris Mefford. All of our top 5 drivers, playoff contenders. Chris McCullough sitting in 6th. Stephen Carey in the 21 right now finds himself in 7th place, 7 seconds behind Chris McCullough. Dale Osmond right behind him in 8th. Dale trying to work his way to the front of the field. The 88 machine gonna need the help of a caution to get caught up to the leaders, as right now he finds himself 14.6 seconds behind our race leader Jerry West, as the 94 Troy Radford has caught Jerry West, making a move to the inside here down into turn 1. Troy Radford gonna take over the top spot. Jerry West drops into 2nd. But you gotta wonder what the 94 has done to his tires to track down the 86 as quick as he has. Will he have something in the latter half of this tire run? Jerry West, after leading 4 laps, lets the 94 take back over. Troy Radford gonna head for the start-finish line. His name back up on the leaderboard. Having led 20 laps so far tonight. Jerry West led a lap. Stephen Carey also had been out front. .08 of Tom Quattlebaum. He made a very early pit stop to work on some damage. Because of that pit stop, he's found a way to get back on the lead lap with those fresher tires while everyone cycled around. But now the 08 is on the last bits of tire life. He is running a little bit slower than our leader, Troy Radford. That 08 is the last car on the lead lap. Quattlebaum really would like to see a caution here within the next few laps. Steve Baker rooting for one as well. Do want to point out that the 52 of Tyler Hilton mentioned he was having some steering wheel issues. But the 52 has gotten back out there. He is 16 laps down. Meanwhile, the 94 Troy Radford opening up a 1.8 second lead over Jerry West. Well, I wonder if Jerry started running the fuel numbers, realized he wasn't going to be able to make it. He is trying to stretch it a little bit further. Hero 3 of Kenneth McCullough, a driver we haven't talked about yet tonight. Currently in the 10th spot on the track. Trying to track down the 19 of Cade Green. McCullough does find himself 9 seconds behind the 19. We're about 10 laps away from the halfway point. Radford, though, has caught the 08. Gonna pass him on the high side down the front stretch. Tom Quattlebaum now the first car 1 lap down. 94 sails on by through turn 1. The short chute now down into turn number 2. Radford setting a very quick pace here. Continuing to open up some space between him and the 86. Meanwhile, the 48 of Josh Spalding staying right in the draft range of his teammate, the 99 of Dustin German. Gary West, Dustin German, Josh Spalding, all pitted on the same lap. We're about 8 laps away from seeing green flag pit stops once again. Zach Taylor in the 9 machine. He's trying to close in on the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Taylor in 11th. Love to have that 10th place spot. Got those about a 0.43 second gap in the draft down the straightaways to get a little bit closer. go on board with the 9 machine. Taylor looked like he got into a bit of a push there, had to lift. We got one car on a pit road. That is the 46 of Chris Mefford. Pit stop starting to happen once again. Marius Hickenbottom in the 11 is also going to hit pit road. Hickenbottom in the 16th spot. Leaders go by. He is going to end up one lap down. He will get that lap back when they hit pit road. But the 11 overshoots his pit stall there a little bit. That is going to cost him some time. Chris Mefford in the 46. He's going to come off of pit road right in front of our race leader. But the 46 is going to have fresher tires here. He will be able to unlap himself. He has got to be very careful around the leader. Mefford has been fast, trying to take advantage of a short pit situation. The 46 dropping all the way down to the inside here. Not able to get the run up off the corner he thought he was going to get. Can't quite clear the 94 entirely before the end of the straightaway. Troy does have to lift a little bit to let a 46 on by. That's a good safe move by the 94. Not going to cost him a whole lot of time though. But you can see just how much tires make a difference, as the 46 was door to door with the 94 at the start finish line, and now he has gapped him by quite a bit. Troy Radford continuing to lead. Got about 6 laps of fuel. Jerry West having about 5, along with Dustin German and Josh Spalding. Chris McCullough in the 42. Finds himself sitting in 5th spot. McCullough appears to be trying a little bit of a different strategy here. Not pushing his car too hard, might be trying to get an extra lap of fuel out of that thing. May not be a bad idea to get a little bit extra fuel. Maybe try and save some each and every time you're out there. Make your final stop as short as possible as the 08 of Quattlebaum hit pit road as his tank is starting to run dry. The 1 machine of Dustin Ping does not have that blue spoiler for our chase contenders, but he is a chase driver. As Ping in the tire tracks of the 46, or I'm sorry, that's the 45 of Doug Wysocki. That is 11th and 12th place on the track. As the 86 of Jerry West going for pit road, got on the brakes hard, tagged the cone. So Jerry West maybe slowed it down enough, maybe not, don't know yet. See if he has assessed a speeding penalty in that 86 machine. Picked one up last week from the race lead. He is on pit road once again. And it is a lap earlier in the 20 lap distance that these guys expect to get on fuel. Jerry West going about 17 laps. Troy Radford not hitting pit road this time, so Troy going to sacrifice some time to the 86 of Jerry West to gain it back in distance on fuel mileage. The 99 of Dustin German onto pit road. One driver staying out that had short pitted before. That is the 48 of Josh Spalding, as you see the 88 of Dale Osmond exiting pit road, rejoining the race. Osmond is one lap down, but will get that lap back when the leader pits. When the leader pits. When will we see the 94 of Troy Radford respond to the 86 of Jerry West having these short pit stops? Or short pitting, I should say, and the 94 is going to come down pit road. The 48, Josh Spalding, hard on the brakes as well. He's going to take out the commitment cone. And also the 42 of Chris McCullough going to be making his stop this time as well. Troy Radford into his pit stall. Meanwhile, the 86 of Jerry West, then on and off pit road, does find himself behind the 46 of Chris Mefford. Mefford, of the drivers who have made a stop, is currently leading amongst them. There's the 94 Troy Radford. Mefford going to pass him here in the short chute. Jerry West in the 86 going to go on by as well. Jerry trying to get a good run off of the 46. 46 very slow through turn 2. Jerry West able to take advantage of that. And now Jerry West surges to the front. Troy Radford finds himself in third place. Meanwhile, the 21 is Stephen Carey leading for another 2 laps. He has not yet hit pit road. The 19 of Cade Green and the 1 of the 19 of Cade Green makes his pit stop. The 1 of Dustin Ping is also out on track. Finds himself in front of the 45 of Doug Wysocki. Jerry West in the 86 though. Clean air, fresh tires. Continuing with the short pit strategy. Troy Radford in the 94, very easily dispatching Chris Mefford. Dustin German also able to get on by. For the tire wear, really something to be mindful of as each lap you are going quite a bit slower. But the 21 is Stephen Carey continues to cycle around out on the speedway as your race leader. He is really trying to run the tanks dry, going for a different strategy. And Carey this time gonna break for pit road. So the 21 gets on the binders, pulls down onto the pit lane. Now that will leave it up to the 1 of Dustin Ping. When will Dustin Ping come to pit road? And it looks like this is when he is gonna do it. From the 86 of Jerry West, he makes a move on the 19 of Cade Green. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the 11 of Demarius Hickenbottom. Sorry, very similar paint schemes there. Paint colors. Troy Radford in the 94, reeling in Jerry West. Dustin German in the 99, sitting in third place. He's going to work his way around the lap machine of Demarius Hickenbottom. Dale Osmond, for the moment, finds himself in 6th place. Josh Spalding in the 48. We saw him get onto pit road very hot. That 48 looks like he had to serve a speeding penalty. So Spalding, the 48 machine, now finds himself in 7th place. Speeding penalty, very costly here at Indianapolis. We are past the halfway point. Now is not the time to start making those mistakes. If you want to make a mistake, you got to do it in the very first few laps. That way you have plenty of time to recover. As the 94 Troy Radford passing Jerry West down the backstretch. But seeing Troy Radford able to get that extra fuel, able to hold on to his tires a little bit better than Jerry West. That 86 does lead for quite a few laps. All of these drivers' strategies, though, are dependent on a caution or no caution. And I know what you're saying. Yeah, either caution comes out or it doesn't. It really kind of depends on when the caution comes out and how that is going to play out. The more laps that Jerry West can put between him and Troy Radford before Troy Radford can catch him, better shot he has at catching a yellow at the right time. Troy Radford in the 94, he is a driver. He is on a strategy that would seem that he does not want to have the caution flag come out. Because that 94 continues to be leading when these green flag pit stop cycles happen. It looks like Radford pitting right around the 20 lap mark, so he's trying to cut this into a 3-stop race. Meanwhile, the 99 of Dustin German, he's able to get around the 86 of Jerry West. So Jerry, for the first time tonight, or I should say for the first time in a long time, finds himself in 3rd place. Dustin German in the 99 up to 2nd. The 9 machine of Zach Taylor has gone behind the wall. Looks like an early exit for Taylor here tonight. Currently scored in 17th spot. Tyler Hilton in the 52. Continuing to roll around out on track. Hilton in the 52 pancaked the right side wall when he had mechanical failures. Scoring up the 52 pretty good on the left side and the right side. He is out there soldiering on, 17 laps down. Steve Baker, Hilton Crafts and Designs Pole Award winner, had a connection issue at the very start of the race. Pulled it down onto pit road, lost 3 laps in the process. Still those 3 laps down as he has not had the help of a caution to help get him back onto the lead lap. But he finds himself in 16th place. Now he's just hoping for misfortune of others and trying to salvage whatever points he can from this race. Will be hard for him to get back on the lead lap as the 11 of Demarius Hickenbottom is the first car 1 lap down. In 13th spot, Darren Bruce in the 27 machine. Bruce is also 1 lap down in 14th place. 30 South Racing on that 27 machine. Aaron Bruce kind of having a ho-hum race here. Started 15th, currently running 14th. Hasn't really been able to advance too much. It looks like a lot of drivers here in playoff contention with some issues. Want to get out of Indy as fast as possible, but salvage as many points as they can in the process. But the 94 of Troy Radford, that car is on rails and continues to set a torrid pace. He now finds himself 3.2 seconds ahead of Dustin German. As the 08 machine of Tom Quattlebaum on the pit road. Radford in a whole nother zip code for the moment. No pressure around him. Hitting his marks. Dale Osmond in the 88 cracks the top 5 for the first time tonight. He makes the pass on the 46 of Chris Mefford. We've had no cautions out here tonight. We have been clean and green for 52 laps. Now Dale Osmond setting his sights on the 42 of Chris McCullough. Got 5.77 seconds to make up on the 42 machine. See the 42 just ahead. As green flag pit stops looks like they are starting to take off once again. The 46 of Chris Mefford on the pit road. Mefford, one of the first ones to come down pit lane. Troy Radford in 94 going to stay out, I assume, for what would be about another 7 laps, 6 to 7 laps. His strategy has been working well for him, but one driver, I can't wait to get to pit road, get those fresh tires. That is the 86 of Jerry West. Jerry, if he stays true to his current history, should be on pit road in about 2 laps, maybe 3. I do want to point out that the 08 of Tom Quattlebaum has been on pit road for quite a while now. That has allowed the 55 of Steve Baker to make the pass on him. Baker moving up into 15th spot. check in on tonight's race patron. That is the 19th of Cade Green. Hopefully we'll get a caution. We'll be able to talk to Cade Green about the drive for CIP 200 here tonight at Indianapolis. But Troy Radford in the 94, now up to a 4.5 second lead over Dustin German. That 94 is just on rails here tonight. It's going to be a tough nut to crack. The way this thing is shaping up, it is going to take a driver error or a kill time caution for the 94. Any one of those is possible. That 94 though doesn't make too many driving errors. See if this strategy works out for 86 and Jerry West sitting in third. On a little bit of a different pit strategy in the 94. Anxious to see how this plays out at the end of the race. Marius Hickenbottom in the 11 on those fresher tires, able to on by the 86. Josh Spalding in the 48. He is going to come and be serviced by his pit crew. Got caught speeding the last time on pit road. Time the 48 having a short pit. Trying to get those fresh tires to make up some time. 94 Radford gonna put him a lap down here. Dustin German in the 99, he's gonna hit pit road. So does his teammate Jerry West in the 86. Bill Osmond on the pit road along with Stephen Carey, so a lot of drivers hitting pit road on this lap. That moves the 42 of Chris McCullough into second place. McCullough running on the same strategy as Troy Radford, both of them last on pit road 18 laps ago. Radford sailing it off into turn one. Down through the short chute. Chris McCullough also staying out. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 has not made his pit stop yet tonight either. I expect to see the 94 hit pit road here within the next 2 laps. We're into the short chute. That is the 86 of Jerry West just in front of him. Now Troy Radford gonna bring it to a slow on to pit road. Make his pit stop. Chris McCullough in the 42. Gonna stay out. McCullough gonna try and lead a lap here, but I believe Troy Radford going to make it across the start-finish line before McCullough can, and yes, he beat him by just a little bit. Now Chris McCullough, when will he hit pit road? 88 of Dale Osmond to the inside of Tyler Hilton. Osmond gonna unlap himself here, finds himself currently scored in 9th place in the middle of this green flag pit stop cycle. But he has been on and off pit road already. You can see just what those fresh tires mean. Goes right on by our race leader, Chris McCullough in the 42. And now the 42 is going to make the break for pit road. locks up the brakes, big wiggle, but able to hold on to it. But Chris McCullough, big save there. Now the 99 of Dustin German, by virtue of pitting 2 laps sooner than Troy Radford, comes out with the lead. We have seen that 94 reel in anyone in front of him. 94 looking for his first win of the season. Dustin German in the 99 has picked up a win earlier in the season. Used that to punch his ticket into the playoffs. Now he is trying to find a way to punch his ticket into round 2 of the chase. But Troy Radford closing the gap on him extremely quickly. Doug Wysocki in the 45 is the last car on the lead lap. Has made his pit stop, so everyone making what could be the final pit stops of the race. Troy Radford now to the back bumper of Dustin German in the 99. German gonna try and defend the inside. Radford gonna make a move to the outside. No room for a pass here for the 94. Gonna try and set him up on the front stretch once again. The 99 defending to the inside. The 94 to the outside. That's gonna be a hard move down into turn number 1. Side by side they go. Radford's gonna let him have it for the moment, but pulls up alongside, door to door. The 99 with a big wiggle, able to keep it off of the 94, cost him a little bit of time, and the caution flag is gonna fly as the 42 of Chris McCullough has gone for a spin. And let's see what happened to the 42. Working his way off of turn 4. The 48 is Spalding going around. The 42 not sure where to go to miss him. Drove right into him. So Josh Spalding in the 48. Got a little crossed up coming off of turn number 4. And the 42 should have zigged when he zagged. I'm pretty sure the 42 thought that 48 was going to continue on tracking in one direction. That did not happen. However, the 94 Troy Radford had just made the pass on the 99 of Dustin German. So it looks like he will be credited with completing that pass before the caution came out. We are working our first caution of the race. Everyone will be on to pit road. Everyone will be taking tires. Indianapolis, not too kind to tires. Radford leading the charge on the pit road. Marius Hickenbottom in the 11, leaving free pass. get his lap back. Now this race is going to get reset. Everyone getting a 4 tires. Down and away they go. Carrying the 21 with a great pit stop. He's going to come off 4th. Dale Osmond 5th. But Troy Radford retains the lead. But that, guys, we're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As the lights have gone out on the pace car, we are working our first caution of the night, and this changes everything. Miss Linda mentioned Troy Radford in the 94, Dustin German in the 99, gonna make up row number 1 for this restart. 86 of Jerry West and the 21 of Stephen Carey in row number 2. Row 3 will be the 88 of Dale Osmond and the 19 of Cade Green. Troy Radford gonna have to try and find a way to break the draft once again. He was a man on a mission, had an offset strategy from everyone else, or everyone else was on an offset strategy from him, however you want to look at it. Pace car down and away. Radford gets on the throttle, everyone with a little bit of a wiggle as they get the power down. But Troy Radford pulling away in the 94s. He's going to have clean air down into turn number 1. Jerry West in the 86, he's going to challenge his teammate, the 99 of Dustin German, through turn 1 into the short chute. And Jerry West, carrying some momentum, going to catch up to the back bumper of Troy Radford. Now West taking a peek down to the inside on the front stretch. Can he carry this momentum and complete the pass down the back stretch? Meanwhile, Dale Osmond in the 88, he's mired in the outside lane as Stephen Carey in the 21 is going to get on by. The 1 of Dustin Ping trying to find a way by. And the 86 of Jerry West does make the pass through turn 3. And now Jerry West has the lead. And that is a dangerous man to let out front in the closing laps of the race. But here comes Troy Radford to the inside. Jerry West trying to shut the door on him. Got a little bit of a disconnect issue with the 19 of Cade Green. But now he reconnects, finding himself in 4th spot. Troy Radford doing all he could to try and get by the 86, but Jerry West would not be denied this race lead just yet. But now the 94 has got to take care of his tires, as he has been. Seemed like Troy was able to get more out of his tires than anyone else. And now that he finds himself behind the 86 of Jerry West, that tire abuse is going to go up a little bit. Dale Osmond into 5th place as he got back around the 21 of Stephen Carey. Going to try and put the pressure on the 19 of Cade Green. Doesn't peek out just yet. Now he's going to move to the high side as Cade Green defends on the inside. And Dale with a good run through the short chute on that high lane. Goes way up high in turn number 4. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Cade Green with the momentum though. On the inside, can Osmond complete the pass by the time they get to turn 1? And he does. To move Dale Osmond into 4th place. Tyler Hilton in the 52. Trying to stay out of everyone's way. He's going to drop down into the access lane. Let the leaders battle it out here. But Troy Radford in the 94 all over the back bumper of Jerry West. We're looking at 10 laps to go. First 2 cars starting to pull away from 3rd place. Dustin German not able to keep up the pace that these leaders are setting down. And once again, Troy Radford taking a peek to the outside, trying to get to the bottom through the short chute, not able to make it happen. Each lap that Jerry West has the clean air is able to have all the downforce on his car, able to save his tires a little bit. Each lap he keeps that 94 behind him. It makes it that much harder for the 94 to make a run on the 86. Meanwhile, Dale Osmond closing in on the 99 of Dustin German. Once again, Jerry West gonna try and snake down the back stretch, breaking the momentum or the draft of the 94. Got one car way up high. This is 03 at Kenneth McCullough's. Now he looks like he's gonna get freight trained. That 03 machine sitting in 8th place. Dustin Ping gonna try and get by Chris Mefford, and Josh Spalding all gonna try and get by him as he is. Oh, is the one of Dustin Ping's gonna go and save it. Dustin Ping and the one saved that car. That allows the 03 of Kenneth McCullough to get back around. But the one of Dustin Ping with a hold your breath moment going off into turn number 1. And somehow got that car straightened out. And now the 46 of Chris Mefford is going to get on by. Josh Spalding in the 48 will make a move to the inside of Dustin Ping as Ping scraped the wall coming off of turn number 4. Doug Wysocki in the 45 going to make a move as well. And Wysocki completes the pass on Dustin Ping, but Ping going to look to the inside here through turn 2, but not able to hold the pressure. Meanwhile, Jerry West continuing to lead, Troy Radford in 2nd place. Opening round of the playoffs. One driver who is in the playoffs can win this thing and breathe easy for the next 2 races. Right now, it looks like that's the 86 of Jerry West. Troy Radford with 5 laps to go, trying to work out how he can get around this 86 machine. Meanwhile, the 88 of Dale Osmond has caught up to the back bumper of the 99 of Dustin German. That is about it. Not get any closer. That dirty air really wears out tires. Really forces you to abuse them to try and keep up with the car in front of you. That is being proved here by the 86. Jerry West is now opened up almost a 1-second lead over Troy Radford in the 94. We now have 4 laps to go. Have 15 cars out on track. Chris McCullough gone behind the wall. Is done for the night. Tom Quattlebaum in the 08 behind the wall, done for the night. Mac Taylor also done as well. 3 cars with an early exit, but now Jerry West have 3 laps to go. Troy Radford in the 94. Sitting in 2nd place, watching the 86 pull away. Cade in the 19. Take a move here on the backstretch to the inside of the 88 of Dale Osmond. Cade Green gonna complete the pass. Move Cade Green into 4th, Osmond to 5th. 2 laps to go for Jerry West. He is now almost 2 seconds ahead of Troy Radford. Radford ran so close, so hard behind the 86, abused his tires that he is about to fall into the clutches of the 99 of Dustin German. Jerry West in the 86 just wants to cross the start-finish line before the yellow flag can come out. White flag in the air. Jerry West has 1 more lap to go. Down into turn number 1. 2 more corners to navigate. 1 more short chute to navigate. And Jerry West took full advantage of that caution and did not look back. Meanwhile, Troy Radford in the 94 under heavy pressure from the 99 of Dustin German. German gonna make a move to the outside here. Radford gonna let, looked like the 99 had him cleared, but got into the wall as the 99 on the high side here. Side by side for second place. Troy Radford and Dustin German drag racing to the start finish line, but the 86 and Jerry West gonna pick up the playoff win here tonight, leading 18 laps. What a race this was here at Indianapolis. 80 laps, 1 caution flag flying. Dustin German does come home in second place. Troy Radford ending up in third. Cade Green fourth, and rounding out her top 5 will be Dale Osborne. We're going to set up our post-race show while we watch the 86 celebrate his race win. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the drive for CIPD 200. And our race winner, Jerry West, fresh off of celebrating, stops at the Yard of Bricks. Gonna give those a nice little kiss here. Jerry, congratulations, winning the opening race in the playoffs. How's it feel?
Yeah, it definitely takes a little bit of pressure off, you know, and it feels really good, man, winning here. I know that caution helped out a lot, you know. Car was just really bad in traffic here. It's the main thing I seen. That's why I tried on that last restart. Hurry up and get out into that clean air, man, and see if that affected Troy any. Not sure if it did or not, but it definitely helped me out being out there in that clean stuff.
Well, the 86 led for 18 laps. We saw you throughout the race try and use the short pit strategy, but it looked like it was not going to play out in your favor. But as you said, that caution came out and really helped you out. What was your fallback plan if you didn't have that caution?
Well, when Dustin came up on me there and I ended up laying over for him, I was going to try to work with him. Help push him up there to catch Troy, man. It was going to take more than one person to catch Troy tonight. He was just super fast tonight. So I hate to see what happened to him. I think he got in the wall. I'm not sure. But yeah, I was going to try to push Dustin, man. But man, when he got by me, the car was just so bad in dirty air. I couldn't do anything, man. I felt helpless out there under green. So I tried everything to, during the pits strategy to get my car out front, but even then Troy was just so fast, man. He ran us down so quick.
Well, you pick up your 5th win on the seat. This a statement win to the rest of the drivers that you're the one to beat for the championship?
Well, considering the way that I got it, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, it definitely helps me personally, so I'm just glad that I could go ahead and get it out of the way. Hopefully it advances us to the next stage of the playoffs, or however that works out. But man, I'm glad to be able to do it here at Indy for the drive for CIPD, man, the 200 here. It was a long race tonight. Had a whole lot of fun out there, and it spread out quite a bit, so kind of boring. I don't know. I just felt helpless out there though, so my MO was a little bit down out there during the green flag runs. I just felt so helpless. I didn't know if it was because I was in a Camaro or what, but it turns out, man, it worked out for us tonight. So gotta thank Ohio Indiana Roofing, man, for sponsoring this series. They've been on board here the whole season, man, so big shout out to them. Check them out. And like I said, the drive for CIPD, man, for taking care of us here at Indianapolis. Thanks to you guys out there. My team, of course, Smoke Show Racing, man, we did it. Hopefully we can get the other guys a couple wins. So it's going to be up to Dustin, Steve, and Josh, though, man. So ain't nothing I can do about that, Maybe help them out if I get a shot. But got to give a big shout out to Tyler Hilton, Michael Massengill, all the admins, Steve, for helping making all this possible. And of course, our SRTV network that's on the hood of this machine helped me come out here and do these races every week. And all the drivers that show up, it's a big thing having a lot of people to race with out there. So got to thank all the drivers and everybody that watches, including Linda. I know she's out there. I hope she's proud. I know Katie didn't get it, but hopefully she's at least a little bit happy. I got to get a race in tonight, but thanks, KR, man. Appreciate it, brother.
That is Jerry West, your race winner here tonight at Indianapolis. Now it's time to move on to our 2nd place finisher. That is the 99 of Dustin German. And Dustin, tell us a little bit about your race out there tonight. Does it seem like you were always in the hunt for the lead? You end up in 2nd place tonight.
Yeah, this came up a little bit short, man. It's real tight in dirty air. Trying to make moves, man. I don't know. I was trying to conserve a little bit of tire there on a longer run. Troy seemed to be, the class of the field, and kind of just got in a position to where I was, pitting conservatively and trying to save a little bit of tire. And there at the end, man, that yellow flag really threw a monkey wrench in the situation, but worked out for our team. Come on with a 3rd place finish, man. You can't ask for better than that.
Well, the 99 in 2nd place here tonight, really helping out your playoff chances. A win would do you good as well, but if you can't win, 2nd place is where you want to finish, and that's where you got. But what can you tell us about the race here tonight? As it seemed like a lot of drivers trying different pit strategies all throughout the field. How was yours working out for you?
Yeah, we pretty much can make it around 22 to 24 laps on a fuel run. So it was kind of, you know, up to the driver how they wanted to, you know, go about pitting, and if you wanted fresh tires early or fresh tires late. So, but usually once everybody starts pitting, like, you know, it brings everybody down. So kind of, you know, your hands made there. But, you know, all in all, it was a good race. Yeah, just that dirty air, man. It plays a lot into it. If you can get out front and kind of, you know, do some blocking like Jerry was doing there a little bit, but me and him and Troy had a really good race. I gotta give a shout out to Troy, man. He was really fast. I thought he had us covered there, but that last caution didn't do him any favors for sure.
All right, Dustin. Well, man, any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give for the second place finish here tonight?
Shout out to UKR, Turn 3 Network, Turn 3 Racing Network, everybody at AMA, all the drivers, everybody on Facebook, and this man, AFB on the side of my car, SRTV Network, Ford Mustang. I'm liking this new paint job, man. It's pretty fast, and hopefully we can continue this and see what we can do in this chase. Hopefully we can all make it. SSR team can make it to Homestead and see what we can do between ourselves.
All right, Dustin. Well, congratulations on second place here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And we move on to our third place finisher, and that is Troy Radford. Troy, you led for 53 laps. Seemed like you had the field covered with a good strategy, but a caution coming out, really bunching the field back up. Tell us a little bit about your race out there tonight.
We had them covered, man. I mean, I don't feel confident about stuff often, but I knew after the RFC race this week that I was going to be good, and we had them covered. But a timely caution, you know, gave it back to Smoke Show. So what else can I say?
Well, at 94, seemed to be able to have the speed late in a tire run, and it looked like you were on a 3-stop strategy there. That's something that you learned, as you mentioned earlier in the week, for how you wanted to run this race?
Unfortunately, no. There was a last-second fuel change where we went to 75%. So really, like, the fuel strategy from RFC to this one was totally different. Definitely working the 3-stop strategy, but you know, once I found out there, you know, right when that caution flew, it's just, you know, very unfortunate caution. I was able to stay out a good 2-3 laps longer than those guys and really not lose anything. I mean, they'd get the lead back, but I'd be, you know, I've on fresher tires, so I was able to get them right back. So, you know, unfortunately, the timing worked out that, you know, the second I got back in the lead, the caution flew. And, you know, when you go down and coming out of 2, when you're the leader on a restart, you're just a sitting duck. So, you know, unfortunately, I didn't bring it home second. It got a little bit damaged trying to catch up to Jerry, but, you know, just disappointing race.
Well, maybe disappointed in not having a win, but a third place is a good start to the playoffs. You're going to have 2 more races this round to pick up a win. If you had to circle a track to get that win, which one would you be circling here?
This one right here.
All righty. Well, I guess that means that you're going to have to try twice as hard at Richmond or Kentucky then.
Yeah, that's about it, unfortunately.
All right, Troy. Well, man, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give for this third place finish?
You know, first of all, Ohio and Indiana Roofing Company for doing what they do and coming on board. Mike and Tyler are doing a great job as far as, you know, running the series and adminning and everything. You know, definitely Turn 3 Racing Network, KR. I'm glad to have you out here. Good to hear your voice once a week or so. But, you know, Evidence-Based Mommy coming on board and National Kidney Foundation always. And of course, the whole Falcon team. I mean, we put in a ton of work this week, and you know, unfortunately, had a little bit of bad luck. Tyler had some wheel problems tonight, so he wasn't really able to compete. But you know, I had 3 of us in the top 10, and you know, should have been a little bit more. I think we would have been a little higher up if we hadn't had those cautions.
All right, Troy. Well, man, congratulations on third place. I know you're disappointed, but shake it off. You got 2 more races to get the win here in this round. Can't get those wins, I'm sure you'll rack up the points.
Thank you, bud.
All right, that was our podium finishing drivers. Now I want to take a moment and talk to our race patron of tonight. That is the 19 of Cade Green. Cade, you got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, the 19, before we start talking about the race and what it means to you, what can you tell us a little bit about your race and what was going on out there that got you this fourth place finish?
Well, I know a lot of guys didn't like that last caution, but it really cut us some slack and let us catch back up to the field. And the pit strategy and the long green flag run just gets you so spread out. It's hard to figure out like how to pit and to get the most track position. So that caution really helped us out. And then just digging those last few laps, this is what got me to fourth.
Well, the 19 does finish fourth here. Yet we're battling with the 88 of Dale Osmond in those closing stages. And it looked like a great run for you. I'm not for sure, but I think this is your best finish on the season.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the best finish. I've had quite a bit of bad luck with wrecks and internet issues there in the beginning, and now we're finally running into some good luck, and things are starting to go our way.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the fourth place finish. Always a good little momentum builder to have your highest place finish in the opening round of the playoffs. So hopefully you'll be able to continue that on. But now I want to talk about this race, the drive for CIPD 200 and what it means to you.
It means everything to me. I was diagnosed with CIDP my senior year of high school when I was 17, and I'm still battling with it now at 24. And it's a neurological infection. It's a chronic form of the Guillain-Barré syndrome. That's why I run the Guillain-Barré awareness across the hood. And what it was the white blood cells got infected and started eating my nerves away, or the nerve sheath away, and I lose feeling all across my body sometimes. But thankfully, that's all starting to come back and heal up. But yeah, it means a lot to me, because it's not a very well known uh, disease or infection that nobody really knows how to treat it or cure it. They just have a way to kind of keep it at bay. So that's why I try to race it on the hood and try to raise some awareness for it.
Oh man, that sounds like a tough situation. And how does it affect you as a driver?
Not really anymore. I mean, when I first got it, it was really affected me. I could barely walk upstairs and stuff without falling because like my legs were completely losing muscle and everything. But now I've started to really overcome it, starting to get the feeling back, getting the touch back, and at the beginning it affected me, with the braking and the gas and working the pedals and everything, not being able to really feel everything. But now, as I'm slowly getting everything back and it's getting back to normal, it's actually getting a lot better.
All right, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that you are on the recovery side of that. And man, once again, congratulations on the fourth place finish here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Any shout outs or thank yous? Hi to family members you'd like to give?
Yeah, I got to shout out to my parents if they're still watching, and my girlfriend for all supporting me and everything. And I got a big shout out to my teammate Colin Allman. He was up on the box tonight calling all the shots and all the pit strategy and everything. So I give a big shout out to him also, and all the guys back at FSM, all the work they put into this, and definitely to Tyler and all the guys at AMA for all the work that they put into this league also, and definitely UKR.
All right, Cade, man. Well, nice job out there tonight, and thank you so much for being tonight's race patron and sticking around for the interview, man. Appreciate that.
No problem, buddy. Thank you. Have a good night.
That was Cade Green bringing it home in fourth place here tonight. So, guys, that is going to wrap it up for us here at Indianapolis. Nothing left but the results. Jerry West picking up the win with a well-timed caution, took full advantage of it, got out in the clean air, was able to hold on to the lead. Dustin German in the 99 coming home second. Third place going to Troy Radford. Radford, you could hear the disappointment in his voice. Thought for sure this was going to be his race win. Unfortunately, not how it was going to play out. Racing can be a cruel, cruel mistress. Cade Green, tonight's race patron, finishing in 4th. And we got to talk to all 4 of those drivers, all in the top 4. Dale Osmond finishing 5th here tonight in the 88 machine. Stephen Carey in the 21 going to finish 6th. 7th going to Chris Medford. Josh Balding finishing 8th. 9th going to Kenneth McCullough Jr. Doug Wysocki in the 45 finishing 10th. Dustin Ping in the 1 machine with the 11th place finish. Marius Hickenbottom finishing 12th. 13th going to Darren Bruce. 14th will be Steve Baker, who ended up 2 laps down, trying to recover from his issues at the very start of the race. Tyler Hilton also experiencing some issues. He's going to be scored in 15th place. 16th will go to the 42 of Chris McCullough. Tom Quattlebaum finishing in 17th place. And Zach Taylor in the 9 scored in 8th place. Mike Massengill, as always, a special thank you and shout out to him for being our race admin tonight. Thank you guys for joining us here at Turn 3 Racing Network. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope you all will join me next week as race number 2 in the playoffs will take place at Richmond. Short track, here we come. And guys, until then, have a good night.